y'all. This is Frogman here, just letting you guys know I managed to lose a little bit of footage in between episode last and this current one. You didn't miss a whole heck of a lot, although it might have sounded like it. Basically, all we did was sit down and spend most of the episode crafting our deer gear and our whatnot, and did a little bit of exploring around. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot that we missed. Not a whole lot happened, and I don't believe we mapped much of anything except for maybe one little area. But anyhow, let's continue on with the series. We're getting ready to kind of maybe think about leaving. So on we go. Well, all right, we've had a reasonably successful last couple of days. We got some deer and some rabbit parts built. We've got a couple of other things sorted out, and I managed to craft another bow. So now we can do the bow roulette, and I think the only other thing I want to do now is go get a couple of more arrow shafts so we still have a little bit of food and craft us up a few more arrows while we're here. I think we have a decision to make very soon, and that decision is going to be, I'm going to make about, what, how many do we have right now? I've got 2 on me. I need to break that one down. I'm not going to break it down right now. Come on, brain. Look, we're capable of doing it. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just give them all for right now. We need to craft a couple arrows because we are a little short on arrows, and I'll put that in this. I'll deal with that later. We're going to have to make a decision very, very, very soon, actually. We're out of food. Matter of fact, I have 5 cattails left. That's all we have left, so we're going to have to do a little bit more thinking. Now, I'm going to go knock out... Gosh, I hate that takes 3 hours, but we need to find a toolbox. We need to leave because we're now out of food pretty much, and it's going to be the way that the game is going to work. I know I have these. I know. I don't like to eat those unless they're absolutely an emergency, and they may be an emergency to get us out of here. We're going to do a quick look around and see if there is a deer carcass available, or not a deer carcass, a deer available. Thank goodness for the deer carcass that we harvested last time. There are a few cattails down on the lake. Yes, I know. We're going to go get those. There is a bear. I do want to put an arrow in this bear. I want to kill this bear now so that its pelt can rest while we go do other things. I probably should have immediately killed the thing when we got here anyway, but we're going to do a little bit of that kind of stuff, so let's put a few things away here. Anything that is unnecessarily not needed for us to be carrying around at this point, so I don't need to be carrying around pry bars. I don't need all these cans. I think we'll probably see. If we find a deer or two, we might, if the deer over here on the corner, over the hill up here above us, have respawned, then I'm probably going to spend a day or two off camera just living in this zone, taking care of a couple of other little things. If we don't get the deer, which I don't really need that either, although we can burn it to start a fire here in a little bit, and this is done. Those are done. I guess we can just leave that in here for right now. We need to go get some food. Let me just put it like this. We need food. We're on the edge of she just needs to go right now, go live somewhere else. And yes, I did find the rope, and I can't believe it was sitting right there, I guess, whatever. Let's go see what we can do today. We need food. And of course the wind's going to blow. Crap. We need that to get cured. This one is now done. I would like to leave this area with a wolf pelt, or at least the gear to make one. Or wolf coat, or at least the parts to make one cured, ready to go. So let's be scary. I know it's kind of nasty outside, but let's be scary. It hasn't blizzarded in a bit. Is that a wolf standing right there? Something I always wanted to try. Because I think you have to do that up here. Dang it. Man, I'm shooting way high lately. I think they can't get you up here. I mean, they might be able to, but I don't think they can get you up here. At least the wolves can't. Now, a bear probably. But let's go pick up our arrow and then go see if the deer are back. Are they all back? Or is that the same one? It's not a good spot. One. We need to get our bow skill up regardless, so let's go see if we have a deer. Please. Because if not, what we'll, like I said, we'll probably go do is we'll go to Forlorn and go hunt. I don't know what. Something. There is still one more deer that we can get here, but he's clear at the front. But I think we need to start thinking about getting towards being faithful cartographer again instead of playing interloper, which is kind of the whole point of this little run. We've spent a lot of time actually trying to equip our character, and it's going to be something we're going to have to do as we go. But how much did we have? We didn't get it. There wasn't much in these, I don't think. This one should have burnt long enough to get us a little bit, right? Yeah. A couple of pieces, of course. All right. I was really hoping that deer would be back. All right, we need to go down on the lake, go get the rest of the cattails.
Find some place to escape this
and probably, I think I may need to go get the cave for the bear, which means we're going to have to kill the bear, I think. Probably should grab these since we're standing here.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Again, I'm still on the off end of trying to figure out what's a named location and what's not. So I always kind of figured that the caves were, and in which case we didn't get his cave. We did get this one. So let's go get a few more cattails so we have another couple of days. I mean, I really do not want to lose well-fed right now. How wet are we going to get? We're getting wet. Great. It's a good wet snow. So we need to get as close to his cave as we can, I guess, to see if we can take a picture of it. I did it again. Give me those. And then I guess we can make plans to get the heck out of here for now. There's still plenty of them on this. Boy, I don't know what my clicking is off again. There's still plenty of cattails here. I mean, we still have a good day or so of food. But it's a long way to the next pile of food. And if I could get him away from his thing, I don't know. We're going to have to kind of fiddle with him here in a second. I hear him. There he is. He's over there. Again, I would really like to just put an arrow in it so that we can get its pelt down so that it can start curing. And if I had the food, I would cook the thing and maybe see if we can't get to cooking 5. But I don't have the food. If I had a deer, I'd think about it. That's what I'm saying. If we had another deer, Didn't miss one, didn't miss one. There's a couple right here. He'll do a circle, so I think probably the best option for us is to get over to his cave real quick, get it mapped, and then see about what he's going to want to do, huh? I mean...
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Oh, I didn't bring any water. Dang it! We'll be all right. Because these little morsels of these rabbits, there's just enough to just barely get you a little bit ahead of schedule. The problem is you're just wearing out hardware for the amount of stuff you're getting off of one of them. So they're not really, once you get to a point where you're kind of where we are right now, they're not really worth your time to harvest, even though they're all over the place, unless you have something else to eat. So let's go do his cave, and hopefully no wolves are hanging out back here. I think this is one of the last places we need. And I think this is actually a usable bear cave. I think we can actually hunt him in here. So if I do have to... he should stay out on the lake long enough for us to do this. Can I back into the warmth, maybe? I think this is a good hunting cave. I forget.
Man,
I think they fixed them. All right, let's all right, so that's a cave. We got a couple of minutes. Let's take a second and think about this for a little bit, okay? So we have, if I can learn to click the correct button, it's the little, that one. It's that one right there. Surveyed locations. Can I please? Broken bridge, hunter's blind, hunting lodge, locomotive engine, maintenance shed, rickety footbridge, 2 more. So the transition. And what else? I know it's kind of patchy, but oh yeah, landslide, and transition. Huh, okay. So what we need to do then is we need to start thinking about mapping our way out. And I do want to kind of map that line just for funsies. And like I said, there is a deer right here on the end that if we get lucky, we can get him. I should have brought some water. I might make a fire right here. Soon as I sit down and try to make some water, we're going to get a blizzard pop up in a bear cave. No, I know. Be good at remembering that that is the thing you have to do now. Not worried about the water so much. I think we still have a few of these. So let's do this. Make sure that's clicked. Thank you. Well, shoot, guys. I think it's probably time for us to get out of here. I don't know if I really want to go kill that bear, to be terribly honest with you. I keep umming and on about it. I really don't know if I want to kill him or not. Let me look around in here, because I think the bear cave, the one you want to kill it in, is not this one, at least safely. I think they fixed one of these caves so that you can't, like, it's physically not letting me get there, and I know that's a thing that has bugged some of them for a while, is that you can kind of crawl up and get out of their way in one of these caves, and I know that this one used to be one of those you could do that in, but I think they might have fixed... wait a minute. I don't know what I'm standing on. It doesn't feel very safe.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
I feel like they did some work. I don't remember being able to do that. Huh. Okay, let's go. I guess we're just going to head back towards the base, or back towards the base, back towards the shed, and see what we can do. And, yeah, I think we probably need to get out of here before it starts blizzarding, and then we have to deal with a bear. So let's go. I mean, I could kill a rabbit and kill a bear.
Take a fire. Take a hot fire. Yeah.
We got a long way to go. That's more than a bear. And I'd have to find the firewood and the food. So I think we're going to get ready to start leaving. I think we're going to go back over here.
Drink.
We're going to gather up everything that we need, and we're going to head out of the area. I'm going to say probably what I'll do is we'll take the wolf pelt that we have that's not quite cured along with us, and we'll leave it in the... I saw you. We'll leave it in the cave by the farm so that it can finish curing, because I don't really see a need to come back if we don't have any food. I knew you were going to do that. That was a long ways too, dude.
Starting to feel numb.
So let's just go while we still can, I guess. We'll take all of the parts and pieces and stuff we've got. We're going to be a lot heavy, but I should be able to have enough food to get through the rest of the night. And tomorrow morning, 20 cattails is plenty. And then once we get into the Forlorn, we'll have plenty of food. Again, once we get back into the muskeg, we'll have plenty of food. And we can start mapping the muskeg. So I do think that this is going to be the first one we're going to finish, though, which is cool.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
You always ask about eating trees, like you're starving to death or something. We only almost have 3 meters down to red. All right, let's see. So drink the water. I just made a whole bunch of water. Where did it all go? All right. I'm going to take some stock, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Likely we're going to sleep the night. I might sit down and actually craft a bunch of more of those up, or I might not. I think we'll just take them with us. How much do they weigh? And then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty then, I think I got everything I want to worry about. We're going to drink all of the water up that we had laying around here. Yeah, it's going to be a little short. I'm not going to sweat that at all right now. I've picked up everything that I think I want. We're going to leave all these pry bars behind. I'm going to make sure we have at least enough cured guts to craft anything that we need to craft at this point, which we're going to go pick up a couple of more. And we're going to pick up all of those wolf pelts and take them with us. Now, I am thoroughly going to expect to have to... I'm going to hope this one doesn't rot. Now, the thing is, I know you can use them so long as you don't put them in the trash can or something like that. So we're going to have a bunch of stuff sitting here. If we need to, we will have stuff that we can use to repair stuff with. And I'm going to bring this with us. You can go in here. I want you guys. I'm going to take one of these just because. And we're going to take all 4 of those guts, even though I know I have them.
This pack is getting
I know you're going to be heavy. We're going to be looking about 85 pounds, I think, is where I'm going to try to go for. All of this stuff is going to sit here except for that. You're coming with me and you. We're going to head for the cave north of Spence Farms, north of Spence Farms, and we're going to put this in there so it can cure. So we can't stay here anymore. We're at a point we just can't stay here anymore. I am going to take 2 of those, 3 of those, not the stick, but the cedar firewood. That's fine. This, where are we? That's more than 10 pounds over. I don't want to be more than 10 pounds over. So we'll leave the pot. I don't have anything to drink. Can we get any lighter at all? Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay, give me the pot. I'd rather have 2 pots. So we're going to get out of here. We have to. So let's grab that. I did make another error or 2. We need to get to the farm so that we can start doing the next mess of stuff. Oh, did I get enough charcoal? Give me a little bit more charcoal. Yeah, we're heavy. She's going to be a pain. So don't run too much. Just take it. That was 8. Okay, that's fine. We're going to be a little heavy regardless. We have 2 places to map yet on the way out the door. And if we get the deer up here at the beginning, we will go ahead and shoot it and harvest it and cook it. So there'll be a batch of food just inside the door if we need it. So let's see what we end up with. We also have all those cattails down in that one little section that we haven't picked yet either. So we're going to strip this area pretty much clean, which not awesome, but it is what it is. I don't see us coming back though, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, I know you're going to be cold too. It's fine. Yeah, I guess we're going to walk. I am going to try to map a little bit, but I think she's going to be awfully cold, so we may have to make a fire somewhere up the road, which is why I brought all the wood with us. Probably wouldn't be a stupid idea to just go ahead and light a fire here very shortly. We'll go down here and... I don't know, I forget, was the fire pit here? No, it wasn't. I don't think we're really stinky. I know that pelts will smell, but I don't think we're really stinky. So let's do one right here. Actually, no, let's not. Let's get up here where we know we need to map, which is going to be by the landslide, just right here. Now, if we have a wolf, which we apparently have a wolf, I guess, then I need to make a fire somewhere right here. I wasn't gonna, but...
Oh, so cold.
How much is that? 100%? Just do the book. Just get it over with. We'll use the fire striker for a second. I would like to warm up a tea or possibly, well, we don't have any water.
Fire.
We'll make when we get on top of the landslide, then we're going to go around the corner and do the way I haven't done in a really long time. So let's see. Just warm any old tea. We have a whole tea. Hey, hey. Eat it. Sweet. That'll help. Good. All right, cool. I hate this part. I'd love to pick that one automatically. Can you come here? Okay, so let's get out of this zone finally. It's been a trip. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. We'll get the last 2 locations and maybe a couple of more cattails, and then we can start mapping a new one. And we'll have to check on our stats as to how long we actually lived in this area. Again, I am very sad we did not get the moose, because we still have to look forward to killing and cooking a moose, which we may just go ahead and try to go hunt one of those down in what's probably going to be interesting at this point. Since we didn't get it here, that's going to probably guarantee we get one in the Forlorn, which will be the first time in a really long time since I've gotten a moose in the Forlorn. So we'll crawl up on top of this and we'll make us a little fire and map it, and then we're going to go down and around and go down into the bottom, collect all the cattails up down there.
Warm up somehow.
and see. So this should be a name location that we didn't map because we haven't been here yet. So I want to go up on top as high as I can get and get as much of it as I can. Which I think we can do. I hear a dead person. Interesting. I know there's a corpse that can spawn back here in one of these spots. We'll see if we can carry this fire striker fire for quite a while. That'd be great. I did grab all the matches, so we're not leaving anything behind other than a massive pile of pry bars. And just do like that and see. How long is that? 20 minutes? Can I just make a little water while we're at it? No, water. Just all the way down that much. Give it another stick. Let's map. We're gonna get cold, I know. All right, so there's another one. So we're gonna go down here and go collect up everything that's down there. And 29 minutes. Using up all of my medication, which is not fantastic, but whatever. There, got some water. We didn't have any water, so cool. Torches. Let's go down here, do the walk around. I hardly ever come down here anymore. Ever since I figured out you could just walk over the top of it. Man, it is just cold regardless. I love it. So early in the morning. Come on, son.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
But we got all the good stuff now. We can do a little bit of messing around. Let's see. We got that. We got that. Is there a backpack? Don't fall off the log. Oh, they're flying over. Okay. Well, we need to grab a few sticks and all of the goodness that's down here. So let's just hop down right there. See if the wolf's down here today or if he's up by the campfire. We do have a couple little more mappy areas I want to get. Do we have this spot? I might have it. Actually. Yeah, I think we do. Well, that's fine. We'll just leave it go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Oh, you'll be fine. We're getting better. We're gonna be back into lots of food again here pretty soon. I think it's like I said, it's the only thing that really kind of sucks about when you get into that portion of an area where you're used to getting a lot of food. Like every single time for the last 3 or 4 years of me starting an interloper character, or any character for that matter, I've gotten the broken railroad moose, and that thing is something that I count on to be there. And when it's not there, it makes the game, or at least living in Broken Railroad, really hard, especially if you're trying to maintain well-fed like we are. So you end up stripping the entire region of all the usable stuff, and then when the deer don't respawn quick enough, or maybe a deer gets eaten by a wolf, well, then you end up having to deal with a bear. Now, a later on deal, once we get cooking 5, it's a place to live. But even then, a bear takes a really long time to respawn, so between the two of them, you can usually live in the zone for a really long time. But still, I don't want to try to do more than about 25 or 30 days there. So, here, anyway. We'll have one of those. Just get us back into the white. We got a long walk to do. We'll have to make a warm-up fire at the beginning. But I do not want to leave these behind. Especially if I'm not planning on coming back. Thank you, Long Dark. You know I have one more thing to map. That is a lot of cattails down here today.
Oh, I'm starving.
All right, so we are not too terribly bad on that. We're way overweight than I want to be. Of course, I made water, so let's eat those down to 25. And drink some water. Okay, that's better. Marginally. There's still 2 more sitting right here. Dang it. 3. Wow. Oh, hey, we're going to have to make torch fire here in a minute. All right, let's walk up the hill. And we'll go around the corner over here and see if there's anything around the corner. Hello, cat. How are you? What do you want? Yes, I know. Mommy's probably not being nice to you. I don't see any over in this area. There usually aren't any. The rabbits are not here either, so that means a wolf has murdered them all and they haven't respawned yet. Okay, we need to go up the hill. We probably run into the wolf up here. I was hoping it wouldn't be foggy. Well, I guess. Somewhere around here is a wolf, and somewhere sometimes is a fire pit. Let's go see if we can find it. We need to make a torch fire anyway, because we're down on torches. And I hear a possible corpse spawn back here. That would be great. I mean, not great, but at least it'd be something to mess with. Is it here?
I've been so hungry in my life.
He is here. Do we get anything? I get a soda. Lovely. I'll have a soda. And we'll make a warm-up fire. Hopefully.
One little fire.
Getting pretty good at these. We haven't had one fail in a minute. Make a couple of fresh teas. No, I don't have any water? Okay, well, whatever. We'll pick that up. How cold are we? 29. 2 more sticks, please. All right, cool. So now she can warm up a little bit. We'll make that, and I'm going to put it there. And go ahead and make an hour's worth of water. And We have an hour of fire? Yeah, okay, sleep for an hour. We need the weather to change. All right, cool. 11 minutes, 40 map. All right, cool. So we got that little spot. We need a few torches. That should be about 3. Health's down a lot further than I wanted it to be. We kind of got in trouble with that one, but that's okay. Pick this up. Take that, drink it. We're going to utilize the entire thing. Now, if we run into the deer, we'll have to take a shot at the deer, and we'll deal with that when we get to that point. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. We'll check this guy out. If we don't see the deer again, where our next stop is Spence Farms and the cave. Well, I should say our next stop is going to be the cave by Spence Farms. And then in the next episode, we'll make our way down to Spence and maybe do a little bit more work. So let's see what we get. If he's here, I don't know. I may not. I'm pushing the weather at that point. We still have another map to do. I think we're just going to go. I keep saying that. It's one of those. Just keep going. We're a lot down on health, or at least further than I wanted to be. So. But that's a good couple nights sleep inside or in a cave, whatever. So we should be all right. We'll just leave Senior Deer alone. Yep, he's right there. Another time, my friend. Well, we know he's here. If we run out of food, we can come back and get it. But we're fixing to go into the Forlorn Muskeg, and it's going to have all kinds of wonderful food for us. And this time I'm not going to screw up. Supposedly there's 2 locations here. On some of these, there's going to be 2 locations that we'll have to kind of pay attention to. So there's like the tunnel and the actual transition. So let's grab a really good torch. Again, we're down on torches. And I'm going to stare right at it and do it. 2 Forlorn Muskeg. Click the button, arrows, surveyed locations, select. Everything is checked in Broken Railroad. We have completed one of them finally. Now we're going to move in and do a couple of more of these. Let's go get out of here. But yay, first zone done. Thank you very much, Broken. It's been fun. I'm sorry there wasn't a moose. Let's get the hell out of here. And immediately, just do it again.
I could eat anything right now.
Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Pick it up. It's still a walker. It's warm in the muskeg. Beautiful. Looking right straight at the transition. Do it again. Bang. All right, cool. I knew we hadn't done that one yet. Now, we're going to have to get out of here and head to the farm as quickly as possible because we're wasting time on a pelt that needs to cure. So let's get out of here. We'll get around the corner, get up on top. There's probably going to be some saplings up here for us. And then I'm going to have to think of all the named locations that we don't have already. We'll have to look at the map. But yes, welcome to a new zone. Welcome to a new area. Well, new zone, new area. New place to map. We get to learn all the fun stuff. Now, as we've kind of experimented already, we know this isn't going to count. We can map them, and if we get a nice day, actually, I might just go ahead and... The weather's kind of nice right now. Probably should not have done that, but whatever. Interesting. The train cars don't show up. Huh. Okay. Well, we got to go up here. We need the other thing. There we go. We're fine. We got plenty of temperature. She's just really heavy now, and that's all right. We're bringing a lot of stuff with us, and that's fine. Crap. Are you here? You might be one of the ones we're going to get, my friend. Yeah, I kind of wondered if I didn't hear you. He might be one of the ones we're going to go after. Wow, there's 4 of them. What's up with the cattails this time? Okay, he's headed home, or at least he's headed back that direction. All right, let's go get our parts. All right, so we're going to get 2 maples and a birch sapling. Good deal. I'm hoping we get a toolbox at the farm, but we'll see that in a little bit. It's going to be a while. Let's make sure we're picking up sticks. And walk to the cave. And she's really heavy. Push the right button. Yes, we're plenty heavy.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Get up on top of the hill over here and we'll sketch again. Oh, crap. I always forget. You got to go on that side and go around and then do this. We'll sketch one more time right here since there's a nice tall spot. I believe all of the signal towers require mapping. Spence is going to need it. The bunkhouses are going to need it. The transitions all will need it. So let's stand up here and see how much of this side of the map we can get. I think we got a nice tall spot right there. I do love that they added that point. If you're actually interested in trying to get all of the mapping done and making things as good as pretty as easy as you want to, plus the Polaroids, which again, you have to worry about the Polaroids not actually capturing named areas. So hit it. Wow. Cool. We got a long way to go, but cool. All right, let's get down to the cave and we can get this over with. Actually, no, we're going to try to map this one because I'm pretty sure, like I said, the signal towers, I am pretty sure you have to map. So we'll catch this, then the cave, and then end it. See if, I should say, get prepared for Senior Wolf. I'm looking forward to getting that wolf coat because that'll make these early game days a lot easier. And it'd make Bleak even more doable. Not that Bleak's not doable, it's just that we'd end up spending a lot of time freezing. And I'd really like to get it done as early as we possibly can. Which, like I said, I think we'll probably circle around the outside here, get everything done, and just go to Bleak Inlet. Does this have a name? I could have swore this had a name. It does. Shortwave tower broken, but I don't think that counts. It's not blacked out, so...
Hot fire. Yeah.
Huh, that may mean we don't need to go up on top of the hill over there, although I think there's an overlook over there. All right, get your bow out. There's your new friend. Is he gonna smell me, see me, understand me, know about me? Not right now. Get a run on it. Get over here. We got plenty of food. We can last a day or two in here. Do the thing.
I need to find food.
You're fine. All right, so we got the cave. We got the shortwave tower. We got a new base of operations. New place to hang out. Let's get these stinky pelt off of us. Which one is it? That one? That one. Drop. It's got probably about 2 more days left on it, and then we can go build a coat, which means we need to go get some food, which means that's a new one. Polaroid. Lousy towers keep me so busy, I snapped a pic just for you. This is what keeps me away from home all these weeks, but I'm almost done. I always love that one. That's hilarious. This one is going to show us right now where it's at. That's going to be that one. We've already walked by it. We'll probably have to pick that one up as we go. So we've got that one, we've got that one, we've got that one. What do we have now in this area? So let's see. We have, for one, completed an entire map finally. So Broken Railroad, done. Even though we can't tell it, it's done. Hopefully this is not a glitch. Forlorn Muskeg, we have, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the shortwave towers are there. Okay, that's what I needed to know. That means we have to go up on top of the thing. We got 6 out of what, 14? Really? Well, we're halfway done with that then, too. Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm going to, well, we'll see what's in it. This Willy weird standing up backpack.
I'll take it.
Yes, I'll take it, because that'll be a fire starting skill that we can use to do better things. So I'm going to get set up for camp. We're going to get her saved, and I will see you guys in the next episode. We're going to head down to the Spence Farms, do a couple of more things, probably get us a little bit of food scouted up if we can find it, and start doing at least this side of the Forlorn. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.